But as days passed by, life was coming to a bitter end. Why did I write bitter end? 2025. Well, what a year. Honestly, this was one of the most memorable years of my life for multiple reasons. But looking back, I have this habit where before every single year starts, I just have this diary where I write the whole journey of the year and how the year went and my experiences, what I learned from it, what I want to do better in the next year. So I was going through it, and before 2025 started, I had written like 2 pages, and I really just wanted to share it with you guys. And I just wanted to like read it out loud and just look at what matched and what didn't, what went wrong. So I'm gonna read it, it's right here. So these are the lessons from 2024. So I wrote this diary entry on the first day of 2025. So let's see. Hey, okay, finally, 2024 comes to an end. What a year, man, seriously. It has definitely been one of those years that I'll never be able to forget. So many emotions, new experiences, failures, decisions, realizations, and learnings. Well, the first half of the year flew by giving exams. Yeah, so that was the year where I gave my 12 board exams and all the entrance exams. So yeah, so I really didn't get the time to process that the year had been progressing, but as days passed by, life was coming to a bitter end. Why did I write bitter end? Okay. Um, Wait, I don't understand my own handwriting. Life was coming to a bitter end, and things really didn't go the way I planned for it to go. Obviously, it was my efforts and other stuff, but yeah, we came to a decision and had to accept the reality and move on. Hmm. Okay, I get what I'm saying. With college starting, there hasn't been a single day that the thought, oh, I should have and would have worked harder, doesn't pass through my head. All I could think about was what if I had done this or that the other way. Yeah, that's something that went through my head a lot in 2025 as well. So, but finally, at the end of all this is accepting the reality, accepting your reality, and trying to make it the best you possibly can. Wow, so that was my first page. So then I wrote my learnings from 2024. One second. Yeah. So let's read them out. Number one, you need to know when to take life seriously and when to let go. Wow, that's a real deep one because honestly, I take things very seriously at times and that kind of gets annoying. I just don't know when to let go and when to like not hold on to things so seriously. But that was my first learning. Did I accomplish that in 2025? Honestly, no. I think that feeling still stays with me right now as well in like 2026. I just think about things way too seriously, and that's a constant lesson, right? I have to keep teaching that to myself. But let's move on to number two. Some things that don't happen your way happen for a reason. That's a fairly certain realization as well because 2025, I tried to overcome this feeling that the things that weren't meant for you will never happen to you. And the best thing you can do is just accept that and move on. The second one I tried to follow, and I've come far, so I'm happy with that. Okay, so number three is always looking at the optimistic side of things actually helps. Number four is thank God for every little privilege. Number five is do not ever regret anything that made you happy. Wow, I think that was my biggest learning of 2024, and I tried my best to look at the same in 2025 because I used to regret so much. Like if I take a small break and if I do something else which is not in my to-do list or which I've not planned, I will regret it so bad, and I would just be like, you know what, I'm this distracted little person who does not know how to focus. I will just end up guilt tripping myself. But I've learned that what makes you happy, you do that for a reason. And if it's under control, it's totally fine. So stop blaming yourself for every single thing that you do. Okay, so how many? One, two, three, four. I haven't numbered them. I've just put like bullet points. So one, two, three, four, five. Yeah. The sixth one, I think the last lesson that I learned in 2024 was we all make mistakes, but remember to not take them so seriously. Learn and move on because there's always something better waiting for you. I think like all of these 6 points just boil down to a single fact that you are going to face a lot of setbacks in life. The best thing for you to do is just to take your lessons from them if you can and just move on and just look at them as like these potholes that were made for you to fall in so that you could go to a better destination. The final conclusion that I've written is that I hope 2025 is filled with love,
fun, adventure, competition, friendships, and so much more. This
year is the year that we strive harder than last year, make a difference, explore ourselves, and open ourselves to so many unexplored opportunities and possibilities. Thank you, God, for another year. I shall try to make the most out of it. So, what have I written? Um, I don't understand my handwriting, guys. It's so confusing. And will try to see my best to. What am I saying? Try my best to see the good in things and give my 100% in every single effort that I put towards the goal and take consistent steps to strive each day. Wow, that's nice. I think this just looks like the enthusiasm of the first day of a year. But looking back at all the lessons that I learned from 2024 and just thinking about if I implemented them in 2025, I would say that the exploring opportunities part, I think I could have done it better because there were a lot of things which I could have done, but I did not. Again, because of my comfort zone and all that. But one thing that I'm very grateful for in 2025 is that I took a leap out of my comfort zone to start a YouTube channel to actually take making content seriously because that's something that I'm really passionate about and I'm grateful that I started it. Overall, this year was great, but it started off on a little sad note, which I don't want to go into. But later on, the year just folded into something that I would never forget. It was a year full of lessons, and for 2025, I've also written 2 pages on 1st January 2026, which I will look back into next year. But again, there is another entry which I see I wrote on 31st January 2025, so I want to read that as well. It's actually so much fun to like read your old diary entries. It gives you so much satisfaction, believe me. Okay, so this is the diary entry that I made on 31st January 2025. Let's read that. So Jan was when my first NSEMs was, I think. Yeah, my first semester ka NSEM was on Jan. So I think I wrote about that. 1 month into 2025. Well, this month has ended up giving me a lot of realizations. Sem 1, I had a lot of expectations, but none of them were fulfilled. I think the main reason is that my head is super clouded. It's foggy and unclear. Whenever I try absorbing something new, it doesn't fit in, and I don't know why. I want to do so much: ideate, socialize, improve my communication skills, remove social anxiety. So, those were all the things that I thought. And then, for the resolution part of it, I wrote, don't be scared to just be in your bubble. Also, talk to as many new and exciting people possible. Don't have the I'm so cool to talk to anyone attitude. Everyone's dumb and brilliant. Well, this line in particular I wrote because I apparently have a very like unapproachable face. A lot of my friends have told me that, and I feel like that just makes me look very intimidating. So I don't end up talking to a lot of people. But I realized that you need to socialize in life, which is what I'm trying to do slowly. Yeah. So finally, academically, this semester was so bad, really, really bad. I've understood that to make a change and to make something work, you need to make an efficient plan and stick to it. This month was full of emotions. You know why. Don't just think and think, just do it, man. Just do it. That was nice. Okay, so I see a few other entries which I made in April, August, September, etc. But those were just the things that the beginning of 2025 taught me. A greatly part of my comfort zone and just a different side of me trying to explore new things, which I'm very grateful for. And if your 2025 went well, great. But if your 2025 did not go as expected, don't worry. Just make sure you have this like journal where you write your lessons down, because believe me or not, like 10 years down the lane, you would want to look back at these years and actually look at what mental state or where you were, in terms of what your thought process was, how you looked at life, what your perspective was. So just have this habit of writing everything down. I did not have this habit. I think I started doing this in 2023, I think. Yeah. So my first diary entry is 2023, which is 3 years back. And I've realized that when you take a pen and start writing, ideas just flow into your brain and you just automatically pen down things, and it's an amazing habit. Like, I know you can type it on your phone or like in the notes app as well. You can do that, but I think having a physical journal or a physical diary and writing it with a pen really stimulates your mind to think in a different way. So if you don't already have the habit of writing, um try to develop that. I actually want to journal every single day, but I've tried to take that resolution a long time back. It just doesn't happen. Currently, I don't journal every single day. I just write when I'm like overwhelmed and like there's something going on. But I want to develop this habit where I write every single day, which I'm working towards. So, yeah, that was it. Looking back at 2025, probably I've set a few small goals for 2026. Let's see how that goes. Probably come back after 1 year to reflect upon 2026. So, let me know how your 2025 was, and let's have a strong 2026. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.